Okay, I have a message today that came to me after I meditated. I usually like to try to wake up and then meditate for 15 minutes, and then I will just journal any thoughts, any messages, any downloads that came up. Um, so the message that I received today was, don't let your hurt feelings paralyze you. Find your inner strength and courage to push forward. Reclaim your power. It's there. You just have to ignite it again. How do you ignite it? How do you ignite it? Believe in yourself without the need for approval or validation from anyone else. And then take action every day. Keep pushing forward. You got this. So that was really fulfilling, and that kind of sets the tone for my day. And I can remember that message as I push forward throughout the day. If any obstacles come my way, I just am reminded that God put that on my heart this morning as a reminder. And then sometimes I like to pull a card just to see how the card connects, or if the card connects with the message that I already received from, in my opinion, God. And I have found that a lot of times the card that I pull is exactly right. Like it aligns with the message. So that is how I'm able to, okay. And we just put a card. The 9 of Swords cards reversed, okay? The Swords cards in tarot represent the mind. Where is my tarot card? Where's my tarot? Wait one sec. Oh, actually, it's right here. Sorry about that. Okay, let me hurry up. Okay, so the swords have to do with the mind. Knight of Swords. 9 of Swords. 9 of Swords. Let's hurry up. My phone's okay. 9 of Swords reversed. Okay. The 9 of Swords indicates a state of pain and discomfort and is sounding the alarm that there's a problem that needs your attention. This includes emotional pain as well as physical pain. Make the effort to tune into what it may be trying to tell you. We may feel the desire to buffer or run away from it, but if we are to grow from these experiences, we are better off meeting it and ourselves right where we are, even if we are in pain. Remember that nothing is permanent, neither good times nor the bad. When the 9 of Swords appears, sometimes the first course of action is simply to take a deep breath, acknowledge the hurt, and remind yourself that this too shall pass. So this came reversed, and the reverse keywords are you're maybe in the beginning of a recovery stage after being hurt. You need to be patient as you navigate through the hurt feelings. And this is also a promise of a new day. That means, that is just a reminder for anyone or that's just an example that in my belief, God speaks to us, higher power, whatever the definition of the higher power that you believe in, whatever the word, insert that. I say higher power. I say God. I say all the things because me personally, I feel like the meaning behind to know that there is a greater power watching over us means more than the word, in my opinion. Because at the end of the day, I feel like we don't know until we die, but I believe God that feels right for me, or I like to say my spirit team, knows I have the connection. So therefore, that's how my relationship with God has been built through, like the connection, the relationship, and like talking to God or my spirit team every day and asking for guidance and knowing that I'm not alone and I have a support with me every single second of the day, and all I need to do is ask and you shall receive. You may not, most of the time you're not gonna receive it in the ways that you want to, but you will get shown the tools that you need to receive, to work through every day, or to start to receive the thing. Like, for example, of course you're not gonna say, I mean, if you ask for $1,000,000, I mean, you may get like sent like a book or something, or someone that you talk to may, or something that you may see on social media may say, hey, this book, or it'll tell you like the stepping stone that could get you the abundance that you're looking for, but you're not going to get the exact thing. Say you're looking for a relationship, you ask God, spirit, higher power, hey, like, can you send me the person that I'm meant to be with? Okay, that person may send you, you may get invited to an event, or you may see an event where it's like, okay, like, put yourself out there more. Maybe you have been like too in your house, so it's like, how are you gonna find someone if you're just in your house? So that stuff you may miss because you're like, oh, well, I asked God for something and God didn't answer my prayers. And it's like, really think about it. Like, God is gonna send you stepping stones to get there. Because it's up to you to take the action. If that was the case, everybody would be fulfilled and they could just ask for. But that is not about that. In my personal opinion, life is about like learning and growing, and like we have to learn how to achieve the things that we want and overcome obstacles, and that's how we grow. It's about like growing, learning, growing, and healing. That's what I've learned about this like life. That is what life is about. So yeah, I think so that, okay, so that brings me back to, that's why I believe that God speaks to us in different ways. That yes, through like, intuitive messages, and through two messages, in prayer, but some people like to use tools because tools provide more insight, like cards, like like a bunch of things. But in my opinion, they're all connected. And the fact that I just like gained a message from God, or gained a message, that came to me intuitively, and then I was able to pull a card that had the same, similar message to it, that is enough for me to know that God, like higher power, God just wants to give you the message. However that can come to you, the ways that God will give you give you it.